Really should be no surprise, considering the kind of death of this old culture and the birth of this new culture, that the 1920s is considered one of the golden ages of American literature. Now, we're going to see savage critics of this new America that is being born. They're called the debunkers. H.L. Mencken will ridicule art, religion, politics, and democracy itself. Sinclair Lewis, in his books Main Street in 1920, Babbitt in 1922, and Aerosmith in 1925, lashes out at this new American bourgeoisie, which he sees as kind of hollow and soulless. Intellectuals reject the success ethic, the idea that it's all about making a buck and getting ahead and becoming rich. People like the great F. Scott Fitzgerald with his seminal work, The Great Gatsby, which you've never read, you really should, attack this material obsession, this idea that wealth equals success and equals happiness. This is probably the greatest generation of writers in all of American history. We're talking about people like Ernest Hemingway, who becomes an expatriate. He goes and he lives in France. So disillusioned is he with the America of the day. Dos Passos, Ezra Pound, T.S. Eliot, Gertrude Stein, Edna Ferber, the great William Faulkner, and Eugene O'Neill. If you're familiar with any of these people's works, then you're probably familiar with that tremendous sense of disillusionment and kind of, is this all there is, that permeated the period. And that's not even to mention a whole other group of great artists of the day who come out of Harlem, and this is the Harlem Renaissance. Langston Hughes says, "I am Negro and beautiful." And that idea of black culture and just blackness itself as something to celebrate is a really new thing. We talked about Marcus Garvey kind of giving political impulse to this idea that black is wonderful. But it's going to express itself in the artist of the Harlem Renaissance. And there's an enormous range of black experience that comes out of this. And we could be talking about playwrights and authors like Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston. Or we could be talking about our County Cullen, I should mention. Or we could be talking about, of course, the unbelievable music that comes out of this period. We're talking about Louis Armstrong, who continues to revolutionize music with jazz. Armstrong, arguably the most important American musician in all of history. Down there we have Count Basie. Just the musical revolution that's going to come out here is going to be staggering, and it's going to change culture forever. I should mention that Harlem became such a cultural mecca that even white people would go there, and it became kind of a fashionable thing to do for upper-class whites to venture into Harlem, particularly the Cotton Club, where everybody who worked there was black, but all the clientele was white. And there was a tremendous thrill of going up there and hearing this upbeat, very fast African-American music and watching the elaborate and really extraordinary, groundbreaking dancing, which was revolutionary. And so I'm going to show you here, if you've never read this before, you really should pause and read this if you're not in my class and you're not going to look at it as a group.